Hi everyone, welcome to our lesson number 41. My name is Professor Robert, and today we are going to study or to learn factoring, a trigonometry, a trino, uh, a trinomial by grouping. So we are going to factor a trinomial by grouping. Now we'll do it as usual by looking at two examples. Let's suppose we had our first example, saying 6x squared plus 5x minus 6. And the question is, factor that expression by grouping. So again, this follows just our simple expression of two parentheses multiplying together, or two factors being multiplied together. So to give us the original expression. So we look at the first expression here, 6x squared. When we break that up into two smaller factors, which when multiplied together will give us back our 6x squared, you can clearly see that we're left with 2x and 3x. Because when you multiply them together, we get back our 6x squared. Now, next, we look for two factors. When multiplied together, will give us minus 6. So that could be negative 2 and 3, or 2 and negative 3. So again, here we have to choose and pick. We have to choose and pick. Try, like they say, try and erroring. So let's suppose we decided to choose to go with this expression here. And then say, okay, if we've chosen that to be our first, trial, let's suppose we put the negative 2 here. So we are left with 3 having to come here, but it has to be positive 3. And then we try these out. 2x times 3x will give us 6x squared, as we saw. 2x times minus will give us minus 4x. And then 3x times 3 will give us positive 9x. And then 3 times negative 2, of course, as we saw, will give us minus 6. And then we look at the two inner terms. And we have 9x and 4x being similar. We subtract 4x from 9x and leave us with 5x. And voila, we've got it. We'll bring our 6x down here and say 6x squared plus 5x minus 6, which is our initial expression here. Therefore, that means that our factorization here is right. So this is our answer to factoring this initial expression by grouping. So we have two groups that are being multiplied together and to give us our initial expression. Right, now let's try example 2. Now this is 15x squared plus x minus 2. Again, we follow the same trend. We have to multiply two factors together to give us our original expression. And in this case, we look at the first term here, 15x squared, and clearly you can see that 5x we have to go with 3x here to give us 15x squared. And again, we look at the last expression here. What do we have? Minus 2. So two factors or two numbers when multiplied together to give us minus 2, it can be minus 1 or it can be 2. It can be 1 or it can be minus 2. So you have these two terms, which when multiplied together will give us minus 2. So again, you have to pick and choose what you think will work. Try out this one. If it doesn't work out, then you try out the other one. And if nothing works out, then you have to switch signs. And then we see what happens. So let's suppose we chose to this first pair. And we said, okay, let's have 2 here. If we have 2 here, then we'll have negative 1 here. Again, you could have chosen negative 1 to be there and then positive 2 to be in the second parenthesis, and seeing whether you will get your answer right or wrong. But, okay, here we are. 5x times 3x will give us 15x squared. That one we did right from the beginning. Then we have 5x times negative 1. This will be minus 5x. And then we have 2 times 3x. This will be positive 6x. And then 2 times negative 1. That one will be negative 2 as we saw in the beginning. So we then look at the middle two terms. They are similar. So we try to compress them. So this will be 6x minus 5x, which will leave us with only x here, positive. And then we bring down our 15x squared. And then here we bring down our negative 2. So we've gotten back our initial expression. And that means our factorization here is right. So this is our answer, which is right. Right? So it's very similar. It's not any different. But there we have it. So if this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, share with anyone you think needs it, and subscribe for more algebra made simple. Right. See you in the next lesson, and bye for now.